You guys don't hike very much?
Not really.
Mostly at pub
We're
culture.
actually out here on a bit of a quest. It's kind of top secret, but we're looking because I'm honest.
What is your stealth, man?
Not good.
I think, yeah. Just
Hey,
you know.
I'm lovable and endearing. Okay, it's how I am.
Welcome to Firebreathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Before we get into it, this session's hidden items are tiny theater binoculars, 10 homing arrows, a healing potion, a magic whetstone, and the permanent stat-up item is a constitution increasing paramecia fruit. We are joined by Wicket Willowwood, the gnome rogue,
Hello.
Mocha, the Asmar cleric,
Hi.
Amonist, the elf sorcerer,
Hello.
and Ka Eagle Eyes Baracha, the Goliath fighter.
Hello.
The scene starts with you all in the Fire-Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard on it and job flyers posted.
All right. Well, let's see some job flyers.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you all just walk over to the corkboard?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we've all been drinking for a while. I think we're good and ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
I
friends.
want to make
hang
some
out.
money to pay the tab.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay, so you
Do
guys
we
are right
start
into
with
it.
any
She's an expensive date.
Okay, all right. I am pulling up these job flyers. So there's 3 titles. One of the titles is Contorted Crick. The other one says Spice Harvest. And the third one says Rabid Sands. Which job flyer do you look at?
All of them in order, but
Wicket would like to know which one pays the most.
They all, for this week, I'm new to D&D, you guys, as a DM, and so they all pay the same amount, 200
Okay.
gold.
How convenient.
Okay. So
I want to hear about the spice one first. That one sounds interesting.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
That sounded like farming, but okay.
All right. So this one was posted from, it says, from the Port City Nicomoy, which is where you guys are. You're in Port City Nicomoy. From the Port City Nicomoy Pharmacist Guild. They say, more people than usual in the Port City Nicomoy have come in with fevers recently. Our greenhouse stock is depleted. Please go gather the fever-reducing herb Eupatorium perfoliatum, or Boneset. And then it says no experience necessary, and there's an attached card with how to recognize Boneset.
Sounds
Interesting.
good.
Does it tell us where to find that?
Yes, it says go to a well-watered clearing between tree lines. Look for a 4-foot-tall plant. The leaves are long, lance-shaped, and toothed. Leaves are, and then it's much detail. I will read it to you if you pick it.
Okay. Well, we do have at least 2 characters with some healing affinity, so maybe that one?
Yeah, I have medicine. Would that
Uh-huh.
help?
Well, let's just hear the others just so we,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
next.
also
understand all
for-
our options.
Absolutely. And also, just in reference to that one, I'm a wood elf, so if we're going to be in the outdoorsy areas, I have some bonuses that might help us.
I'm also I can talk to animals.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Animals.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like to hear Contorted Creek or
Yes.
Rabid Sands?
Contorted Creek,
Contorted
please.
Creek.
Okay, this job was posted by the wizard Heisei. He says, I promise I'm not going crazy. Everything else is normal, but this spot in the river Imu is weird. Out of the corner of my eye, it looks like the river is bending and twisting. It takes one path through the land, and then I look closer at it, and it takes another. But no one else can see it. Please figure out what's happening.
Well,
That sounds like a magic thing.
That sounds like a much harder task than, hey, go get me some plant. I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
want to get
Yeah,
plant.
I agree with that, yeah.
you probably just need new glasses.
All right, what's the last one?
Rapid Sands. This one was posted by the Port City Jishop Town Guard, which is the big city to the southwest of you. You're kind of like a smaller port city. Jishop is larger. So the Port City Jishop Town Guard says, people entering the town who came through the Omiv Sands region have been reporting crazed monster attacks. Something's causing the normally docile creatures to get aggressive. We don't know if it's rabies, a curse, a poison, or what, but please investigate and, if necessary, call the animals.
Do we have to kill them?
Like call as in CULL?
CULL.
Okay.
So,
it's
to
killing.
clarify for the listeners, this is episode number 1. None of my quests will ever require that you murder anything.
Can we?
Wait, so then what does
Can
coal
kill
mean?
anything.
If
You
not
can.
to kill.
Maybe that's like a trap and release thing.
So what am I
Or
going to do with this
You can go in and
battle-
murder
Speak
them.
to them.
What, Jeremy?
I said, so what do I do with this battle axe then?
You can kill anything you want. I'm just
Oh
saying
yeah,
you
it's
never have-
optional, not
Oh, okay.
required.
Yeah, but I don't think Elka likes us killing. I mean the DM. I don't think the DM likes us killing.
I think the DM is not the player in charge of this. So,
Yeah, you guys can kill them.
if we
Should
want
I
to kill
family
things,
with the battle axe.
yes, absolutely.
Well, I think the go and collect some herbs sounds like a really nice, easy kind of let's see
Go
how this
down.
all works sort of kind
I
of task
agree.
personally.
I think that's-
follow.
Yeah, I think that's the one we're most likely to successfully complete on our first time out.
Okay, I'm attached to this guild poster are the following cards. So it's a card that has a picture on it, and all of you are able to take this card. There's plenty for everybody, and it has this information. So if you guys want to get a paper and a pencil, you actually do get this information.
Can you
And then,
type it
Pro tip,
into
this is real.
Skype? Can you copy and paste into Skype?
I can.
Discord?
Yes. Okay. Oh, a little laggy. Okay, I'm gonna do it into Discord, just to make sure we mess up. No, I'll do it in Skype. Okay. How do I do it in Skype?
Bottom right, there's conversation. It's not where the
Oh,
plus is, it's on the
I
other side.
see it. Okay. All right, so I'll read it out loud for our listeners. Here's what the attached card says. It says, go to a well-watered clearing between tree lines. Look for a 4-foot-tall plant. The leaves are long, lance-shaped, and toothed. Leaves are evenly positioned opposing leaves and almost join in the middle, nearly growing on all sides of the stem. The leaves feel leathery and have fuzzy undersides. Boneset has tiny white, multi-stamen, fluffy flowers, prominent main vein on the back or underside of the leaf, but on top just a crease. Harvest the entire plant, leaving 2 leaf groups left on the stem so it can regrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's very detailed. We should have no trouble recognizing it.
Yeah.
So I assume since we have to go to a clearing between the tree lines, we should head toward a forest of some sort.
Oh, you guys have, there's a big map on the wall if you want to
Oh.
investigate it.
Great.
Yes, we do.
Okay. I'm going to drag a thing over to the Skype chat. Can I post a picture there?
Yeah.
You should be able to.
Yeah. We probably also want to look for something near like in a forested area near water because it has to be well watered. So probably like near a creek or river so that the soil's well hydrated. So let's
Maybe
look for
where
something like
that
that on the
crazy
map.
river is, the one that keeps changing its way.
Right.
Yeah. We'll
Yes,
kill
let's
two birds
avoid
with
that
one
one.
stone. We'll take both of them.
You guys are scared.
We'll make
Yeah, let's
400
take
gold. We can't lose.
I love how the person most susceptible to magical damage is saying we can't lose. We could lose it
Hey,
all.
I'm a first level fighter. I have no experience. I don't know what we're getting.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so for the listener, I just posted a map, which you guys can see on the wall, and this is also on the Facebook group. But basically, if you zoom in a whole bunch, you guys are at the red dot.
Okay.
Were you
Yes,
guys
we
able
are.
to open it and like download it? 'Cause if not, I can screen
Yes.
capture.
Yes, although
So you
I
can
don't
zoom
see
in.
any rivers at all on here.
Yeah, they were like hard to label, but if you look, that like extending up region of Port City Nikimoy follows the path of
Oh.
the Emu River.
Okay, yeah.
So what they're looking at, listeners, is it looks kind of like the southern tip of Africa. In fact, one could say it's very
Modified
similar
from-
to the southern tip of Africa. And Port City Jishop kind of is where Cape Town is. And then I've just invented everything else. On the right is Port City Nicomoy. And surrounding it on the southwest is Retswood. On the south or north, just north of it is Lasumwood. There's the Emu River that comes down from the Havas and Cossack sands and the Fomui Dunes. And the Phoebe Plains is a well-watered region between the wooded regions. And there's...
What is happening?
Oh. Did we lose people? No.
No.
Sorry,
Okay.
I think I was having technical difficulties. Are we back?
All right. So there's a map. And you
So-
guys would know that because you're able to walk there within like a few hours. It's real close.
So the Phoebe Plains sounds like a good place to look for the plant, would
Yeah.
you say?
Well, will the plains have trees? Shouldn't we go to the woods?
Woods next to the plains and the river. So like the Lasum woods.
Maybe right between Retswood and Lassamwood, like that gray area coming out in between them.
Yeah, Gray
Sure.
is city
Oh,
too, so it's
okay.
also considered safe.
Oh, that city? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So there's
Well-
town guard and there's no like big horrible monsters.
we'll go where the Emu River, the Phoebe Plains, and Lasum would kind of intersect.
All
Okay.
right. And that's actually you guys would already know this, but that's only like a half an hour on the train.
Perfect.
You have trains? That's fantastic.
Yeah, you have trains going through the jungle and woods and stuff.
No, that's on the edge of the city. People like have houses there.
Okay.
This is a
okay.
much more modern era of Dungeons and Dragons than I was expecting.
So you can have
Yeah.
fireballs, but not steam engines. Okay.
Okay.
Like-
So
Not steampunk. Okay.
I'm guessing we'll take the train through that gray area stretch that like sticks out of the city, and maybe the train ends at the end. So then we'll just get off and start walking around this area.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds good.
Before we leave,
so-
can I look around the tavern and just see if there's
Yeah.
anything we might want to pick up before we go?
I agree.
Do an investigation check.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Can
yeah,
she
you're the
share?
rogue, right?
And I'm gonna also roll a dice.
So maybe she can steal someone's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Take it with us.
Yeah, she can charm the rats in the area to just like pickpocket for us. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What did you
What am I rolling? What kind
roll
of?
a d20 and then add your investigation modifier to it.
Okay. So I got a 19, and my investigation modifier is a +4, so that's a 23.
Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, you happen to notice that there's some books in this guild, almost as if other people might be interested in herbalism too. And
Ooh, I
you
need that.
find in that library a book that is a +4 nature check.
All right, I'm gonna take that.
Because this guild is, we always, this is what we do, right? So we have books on herbalism.
All right. Was there anything else? I feel like that was a pretty high investigation roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a book on herbalism.
Okay, all right.
All right, so yeah, you carry that with you pretty easily too. It fits right in your bag. It's a travel guide. It's got pictures.
All right.
And I'm going to say that you're less likely to get poisoned while you're looking for herbs now.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
In fact, you share the picture of poison ivy with everyone else in the group. Everyone else go ahead and get a +1 to your nature check for today too.
All right.
Okay.
So don't touch the
+1.
poison ivy.
Nature check.
All right. So
I assume otherwise we're broke right now, correct? We have
everyone starts with 10 gold.
no.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're going to need it. So the train is not cheap. You're going to need a gold to ride the train.
Oh. Well,
So
all
fun.
right then.
All right. So, should we like go to the train station? Is it okay? My real question is, do we need to investigate or see anything on our way to the train station, or are we just gonna say we take the train and we get there?
I think like if we were to walk outside our houses right now and get to the train station, we probably could do that in a city setting without encountering rabid beasts. So I don't think you guys are gonna...
Well,
But is there something
okay.
to observe? Should we roll
Yes.
an
Ooh.
inspection or something?
Yeah.
To
All
like
right.
we're keeping our eyes open as we walk to the train station.
So
Maybe
listener,
somebody drop money.
I should explain. I've hidden items into the lesson or story for today.
And we want to find them.
There's tiny theater binoculars, homing arrows, a potion of healing, a magic whetstone, and a paramecia fruit. I will say that you're never going to have to steal those items, so unless they're like a discarded weave at the side of the road, you're not going to like encounter it in the city.
Okay.
You
Can
can
we-
find hair pieces at the side of the road, though.
Can we
Can
go
find what?
to?
Hair pieces.
What do we need a hairpiece for?
That's just what you find at the side of roads.
Okay, so we're in the hood, is what you're telling me.
Oh man.
Somebody's weave fell out.
Oh man.
That's the kind of
Little
pickup
Jerry
item you
Curl.
find in cities. So, like,
Okay,
unless
yeah,
you
we
want-
don't need that.
All right. Then let's head to the train station, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you approach the train station. This is a magnificent two-story building, which is quite large in your world, just like the guild hall. Although most of the buildings are like of a English
Single-story
aisle
nature.
design, where they're thin and tall.
No.
So the train station has a lovely red terracotta roof, and it's beautiful. And there's a bunch of people coming and going. You are, I guess, I should see if you guys get on the right train, right? How good are you at navigating and finding your own tickets? So,
I
which of
feel
you
like-
would like to be in charge of buying
Pretty
tickets
good
for the
in
group?
real life,
Go to the
but
ticket counter. Yeah.
Ticket counter? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's either rogue or someone with high charisma.
Yeah,
That will
Shane,
not be me.
Sure. Amonist, would you, the charismatic wood elf, like to be the one to negotiate? Some of you are shy and don't necessarily want to buy all of the
I am
tickets.
not shy.
I have pretty high persuasion. Maybe I can get tickets for free.
Oh god, Jackie, you want to try
Same.
that?
I was also planning on flirting with a ticket salesman.
Can you get me a ticket for free?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the group.
Yeah, for the group.
Okay, I've set a DC level. If you want to try for that, you can.
Actually, question, Jackie, why don't you and I both
Oh.
go up?
Yeah.
Tag team.
Because also we don't know the orientation of the person
Oh.
behind the counter.
Yeah.
hmm
Mocha and Amonist walk up to the ticket counter, and you find there a I'm picking a race randomly. A dwarf.
Shit.
And it's an elderly dwarf who can barely see over the counter and is in a state of constant irritation because of all of the people asking what time trains leave. And you can see that this dwarf just points to the big sign next to the counter each time. Okay, go ahead.
We'll look at the big sign real quick.
Yes, let's look at the sign.
Oh, look, there's a train that's leaving in 30 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes.
Okay, so let's try to get on that.
Okay.
How do you think we should approach this dwarf? Because my initial plan I don't think is going to work here.
We can just comment on her. And
Is it her? I thought it was an old man.
elderly dwarf.
Oh, wait. Odds, female, evens, male. It's a guy.
Okay,
it's a guy.
The guy.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
So-
just be really quick because she doesn't. I mean, he doesn't like us asking what time the train leaves. So we'll just be like,
Yes, we don't want to ask what time. But is there any way we can possibly get these tickets for free? Is there?
Oh, are you in
any-
character?
Yes,
Is that your character voice?
yeah.
that's my normal voice. Why? Does it sound charactery?
Okay, all right, go ahead and say the official Amonist sentence.
The official sentence.
Yeah,
Oh,
So how are you going to get the tickets from?
yeah. So I'm talking to my colleague here about options. So seduction is an option. I don't think it's likely to work here. I think I'm wondering. He's a dwarf. Okay, dwarves love gold and mining and axes. And I'm wondering if maybe we can strike up a conversation about something. So maybe if we can first observe this person, try to notice anything about them that might help us to generate a charismatic conversation.
Okay, he's older. He's irritated. He has rosacea.
Oh.
He has rosacea.
Big bulbous
That's-
nose.
Interesting.
And he's, at this point, like, tapping a pen on the counter and wondering why you're standing there. Because
Oh,
there's
no,
people
We have
getting
not approached
behind
the desk
you.
yet. We're standing back observing. We are not blocking the aisleway. That is likely to irritate this
Yeah.
person. Okay, so he has rosacea. I wonder if that's why he's irritable. I'm
Hey.
wondering maybe we strike up a conversation about
Okay,
how
Shane.
Hey, wait. Can I? Okay, so we notice he has rosacea. Can I check my book on herbalism to see if there's a plant that we might be able to
Mhm.
say
Yep.
while
Yeah,
we're
my
there?
medicine's plus
Oh my
7.
god, please don't talk to strangers about the rosacea. Yeah, you can. You can.
I mean, look.
Uh,
We
my-
are going on a quest to find
Yeah.
medicinal herbs. We have 2
We want to
healers
save
in the
some
group.
money.
What if
Roll
we
for it.
offer-
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I have medicine. I can totally cure his rosacea
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
offer to look
So
for an herb to
here's
cure his
a-
rosacea.
How D&D works is that I'm going to reply to you as the dwarf. I've got some stats in front of me. And if you say out loud the thing that you would say to the dwarf, and then you roll the dice, and your number is high enough to go along with your sentence that you said out loud. So you're going to say a number, add your modifier, which I guess is persuasion, and then, say the sentence, and I will roll.
I
I'll
think
see if
we
you-
should just maybe ask the dwarf if there is any sort of medicinal herb that we could pick up for him while we're out there, instead of presuming what the dwarf might want.
So you
Absolutely.
guys decide amongst yourselves, and I'm going to
Also, who has the
standing by
highest
the counter.
persuasion? Mine's a 4.
Mine's a 5. plus
Mine's a
7.
-1.
Mine's a +0.
Okay, so Jackie, that's going to be you.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the sentence should be something.
We might be walking to.
Hey, come on. Worst
I
case
have
scenario, we
plus
pay our 1 gold.
7 in medicine. Can I just cure him right now?
That's the sentence you're going to say to him.
Okay, maybe the sentence should be something like,
Hi, I'm a
noticed-
doctor. I noticed you have rosacea. That must be really irritating, and it must be killing you inside. Look, I have a herbalism kit already, because I came with one.
Okay, roll a
And then we
d20.
use this medicine and cure it for you. Right? Okay.
Exchange for tickets.
To
To-
exchange for tickets.
That's important.
Do we know
Yeah.
what our
Well, I
destination?
won't say that yet because I think if I cure it, he'll just be so happy that he'll give us tickets. That's
Okay,
what people
Jackie.
do.
Ornery
Roll a
old-
d20.
Okay. 13.
Okay,
Plus your 5
roll
persuasion.
a second d20.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, I'm giving you
8.
disadvantage.
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah, but my
Plus-
medicine is plus 7.
Oh,
Well,
you're
that doesn't come
medicine-
into
No,
play
you're
yet.
doing persuasion.
No, I'm doing medicine. I'm curing him first. For
We're
free.
not rolling to find out whether you successfully cured yet, though. We're rolling to see whether he'll go for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, persuasion is plus 5.
Okay, so 8 plus 5. What's the math on that?
13.
13.
Okay, the difficulty check was 17 because employees aren't often likely to give you free tickets. So you didn't get free tickets. Instead, okay, so here's the response. Ahem, I don't have rosacea. How dare you?
I think maybe we should just ask how much tickets are and buy them.
The 1
Move on.
gold.
Yeah.
All
We just
right.
need to get on this train.
See, you
Fine.
should see a
I
doctor.
approach the counter and say, I'm sorry, good sir. My friend has terrible eyesight. We are hoping to secure tickets on this train. I see the price is 1 gold. I've read all of your signs. We have a train leaving in 10 minutes. I was just hoping while we're here to find out if there are any special discounts today. If not, we'd like to go ahead and buy tickets.
Okay, go ahead and roll a die.
All right, which one?
Well, persuasion, because at this point the person just doesn't want to sell to Jackie.
Okay, so persuasion, so that's the 20, right?
Yeah, if you get above a 10, I'm gonna let you sell to the. He'll sell a ticket to Jackie.
All right, 14.
And you added your persuasion modifier.
I did not, but it's 4.
18. Oh
Yes.
yeah, he's not too offended. He's not going to call the guards on you, Jackie. But this person is in denial that they have rosacea. Okay, so you all go ahead and write down on your character sheet that you have 1 less gold, and you all have a ticket on the fast train that'll get you right out to Fubi Field.
Ubi Field.
Okay, so we all have 1 less gold. So we now have 9 gold.
And heads up, you can take that train back into town if you want.
With the same ticket, or do we have to pay another gold?
That's a day pass.
Oh,
You're good.
sweet.
Awesome.
Well, it's a pretty. I mean, is it like get on, get off, whatever? So like we could just like ride the train all day, exploring.
You could.
Is
Sweet.
anyone
Alright, that's a
else
pretty good
unable to edit their character sheet?
Oh, I'm just
Oh,
using a notebook
Oh, I just
right
printed
now.
it out and I'm writing on it.
Just write on an index card chain to record for later. Like, hey, I have 9 gold.
Okay.
You should just make notes as we play D&D.
Okay. Before we get on the train, can I look around the train station and see if there's anything that we might want to take with us?
Yeah, do an investigation check.
Okay. I got an 11 plus 4, 15.
Okay. So, you find a child's bow that the kid accidentally, like, you're rushing through a train station and you lose a hair thing.
Oh, like a hair bow, not like a bow
Yeah,
or
you're
like
gonna-
a bow and arrow.
And what is wrong
No.
with these people? They just leave like hair accessories everywhere.
You can see that other people have kind of kicked it near the trash can, so they tried.
Well, I'll go over and pick it up. Or do I not see it? She just sees
You
it?
don't notice because you didn't roll. But
I
if,
wouldn't notice
Oh,
anything.
she
or if
noticed.
Wicket wants to get the child's hair bow, you could probably give that to a kid you like or something later.
All right.
It has lice on it.
It might have lice on it.
Throw it away.
I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like it's not gonna add much to.
Yeah, inside the city, if there was like a dagger of plus 10 piercing damage, people would pick it up.
Well, also, I mean, we're in a public place. People drop money sometimes.
They do.
Just
They do.
saying.
You rolled a what?
15.
Yeah, no money for you.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna say the bow's not worth my time. All right.
Okay. All right. So, you stand in line, and then you buy your tickets, and then you have your tickets, and you're gonna wait in the chairs at the place where the train will depart. And you're waiting, and about 5 minutes passes because it took you some time to buy the tickets. So, a total of 10 minutes, and then your train arrives. It's a really cool, glossy wood train with these big glass windows. They're just single pane, but you can open them up and stick your head out if you like, and you can see the countryside going past you. And it looks like it's kind of like cute houses. Some houses have window boxes with flowers in them. It's a nice neighborhood. You're not in the ghetto. And then you can see that the houses gradually get less and less dense. And it looks like there's more trees. And there's regions where there could be a house, but there's just space between houses. And then the train starts to slow down. And you have arrived at the Fubi Plains train departure station. So I'm gonna pull up some stuff, and you guys go ahead, and you're officially off the train and on the platform. Go ahead and say what you do.
I look around.
All right, you're in a train station. There's a bunch of people getting on the train that you just got off, and your teammates are all there with you.
Are we in a building or is it an open air stop?
It's an open air platform, and next to you is a stairway out, and then there's a little area where people could buy tickets to get on, and it's like fenced off. So there's a tiny building, there's a platform, and then about down a level, because it's a raised area, there's Fubi Field, which has a tiny little shopping center and some houses. And
Can you
then-
describe the people around us? Is there anybody that looks like they might know something about herbs? Is there any kind of like information desk attendant?
You see all ages, genders, and races of people. It's peacetime in a trading country, so there's just a bunch of like people from the four corners of the world are in your country. It's
But anybody look outdoorsy. Is anyone dressed like Steve Irwin?
Uh, go ahead and do. There's no luck on D&D. Go ahead and do an insight check. So roll your D20, and I'm gonna roll.
Wait,
difficulty.
Insight? Who has high insight?
Nope, that's you, Shane. You're going
Oh, that's me.
Can we do like an assist roll?
Oh, my insight is only +1, so maybe we have somebody else do this. Look. Oh well. Okay, fine.
Nope.
That's me. All right.
Let's just do a Shane.
Five.
Rolling a D20. 15. +1
Okay.
for the modifier.
Yeah, there's a dude with like khaki pants on and a hat. That's kind of weird. Maybe you
Okay.
could approach him. He's real wide. It looks kind of like he's a half orc.
All right. I'd like to
He's-
approach.
He's like walking off the train with you guys.
Oh wait. He's also looking. And he also doesn't like elves. I'm guessing. I don't think orcs like elves. So.
That may be true in other countries, but in this country, being racist is poo-pooed.
Oh, good. Okay. You normally
If he
doesn't
is
stop me.
racist, you can judge him.
Okay. So. Can I strike up friendly conversation and ask what brings him to the area?
Well, you could. Why don't you try it?
I would like to try that.
Say what you say to him. He's booking it towards those stairs.
Hey there. I see we were on the same train. What brings you over here?
Do a roll.
Of a D20? 13.
Plus your persuasion.
Plus my persuasion is +4.
Do the math for me.
17.
Yes, 17.
17. Okay. He says. And hello. How are you? May I help you?
Oh, that's what he says to me.
But he didn't answer Shane's question.
Yeah, I asked a question.
Yeah, you got his attention. He didn't hear you. You have to say it again.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was asking what brings you over to the area?
I'm here to go hiking.
Do you know any good spots around here?
Oh, yes. Yes. Are you also here to go into the wilds today? To go for a nature walk?
We're trying, but we've never been here before.
Oh, it's a lovely area. There's the Emu River is very close, so you can see some beautiful vistas from the Fubi Plains.
Would you mind if we tag along with you?
Sure. I always like for more people to get into the hiking sport. It's not common these days. So many people stay in the cities their whole lives.
Well, we're actually here. Is it all right if I turn and briefly talk to my team while he's walking ahead and we're following and he can't hear me?
Why don't you turn to them and say, "Come on, guys! I found an experienced hiker."
Yes, come on, guys! I found an experienced hiker.
Awesome.
All right.
Is there a language that we all speak that? So I assume
Common.
we're all talking common, but that our characters can talk to each other, at least one or two, so that we can have what Shane was just describing, kind of
Yes. I speak
talking
Elvish.
amongst ourselves.
I speak giant.
Celestial.
Oh,
And Draconic.
Elvish. Anybody speak Thieves' Cant?
Nope. Okay.
All right.
Common it is.
Well, I mean, keep
Okay.
in mind he's kind of oblivious. We had to catch his attention to begin
That's
with.
true.
He's walking off towards. I don't think he can hear us
Okay.
if we discreetly have a little conversation.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, and you can also be very weird. This is just like real life. If you four of you want to have a chat, he's gonna meander away.
Okay, just very briefly.
Come
are
on,
you
let's
guys
go.
okay with us telling him why? I don't think he's here for the thing. Can we tell him?
I think maybe we can describe an area that we're looking for and not necessarily the thing that we're looking for. So we want to look for a region that is well watered between
Mhm.
tree
Yeah,
lines.
but he's gonna ask why. I feel like we should be straightforward with him because
We're
then
just
he's most
looking
likely to help
for-
us.
A picnic spot.
I don't like lying.
I have no problem with it. Do you want me to talk to him?
I also don't want him to not like us. I mean, okay, fine. He's starting to walk away. We need to
You
like.
can see that you're all chatting, and he's like tapping his foot.
Okay.
Let's just
yeah.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's follow this dude into the woods.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right,
we should
fine.
just follow him on the hike, and then
Just
like if we
go.
see an area that we think is good.
Okay, we go ahead
Okay.
and follow him to the area that he already described.
All right. So what's your name?
My name's Amonos.
Okay, Amona Stand.
Mocha.
I'm Wicket.
I'm Ka.
Oh, hi, I'm Barry. I come out here like every weekend. It's really fun. It's a great place. You guys don't hike very much?
Not really.
No.
Mostly a pub.
We're actually out here on a bit of a quest. It's kind of top secret, but we're looking because I'm honest.
What is your stealth, man?
Not good.
I think, yeah. Just
Hey,
you know,
I'm lovable and endearing. Okay, it's how I am. So
you understand top secret means
it's a little
Not-
top secret. We can't really talk about it a whole bunch, but we're looking for kind of a specific area. I noticed you have a really cool hiking getup, so
Hey,
we were
Can
hoping you
I
might be able
can
to
I
help us.
throw like a perception check to see if this guy, or like intuition or something, to see whether or not this guy like could harm us / would want to harm us
That's
at
a
all?
great idea. It's called an insight check. Yes. What's your bonus to that?
Insight +3.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll.
12 + 3, 15.
Yeah. He seems fine. He seems like he's hiking. He's wearing khaki. He's got the sun hat on. He pretty clearly hikes a lot. There's mud on his boots. This dude's just here to either hike or go find the body he buried last time because he doesn't seem very.
Well,
you
there's
know.
also
What,
four
wait,
of
what was that
us.
second part?
Like either he's here to hike or he's hiking to the body that he buried last time, but he doesn't seem like he's not like carrying a bunch of. He's not giant battle axe like your friend Kyle
Okay.
over there. So
Okay. All right. Continue with your conversation.
Yeah, my only thing is he also here for the same quest that we are? If not, then I feel like our best bet is to be super honest.
you want to ask him?
But also, he's really big, right? And
Super
he
big.
could possibly
Yeah, but we
like,
have a dwarf, or we have a warrior
Shadow
with
axe.
a giant axe, and then 3 other people. I have a very sharp dagger. Okay, I had a hard knock life before this. I was a slave on a pirate ship. I will stab someone. Okay.
Oh,
And I can just heal you guys
he
all
looks
up
nervous
if you get
at this
injured.
point.
Oh,
No,
he can hear
Is
us.
the half
So-
we're hearing
so-
everything we're talking about right now?
Maybe you should stick to character talk. Just talk like your character would talk.
I'm
Right.
sorry, sir. We don't mean to alarm you. We just
I'm a little alarmed. You guys
we,
are.
we,
Oh,
we
you're
believe
from one
in
of
being a
those
little bit
guilds, aren't you?
careful. Yes, we are. We're actually on a little bit of a quest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're just taking a job. Okay, that's not. All right. Yeah, sure. You guys are level 1, are you? Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna take you out into the woods. What are you here for? I can probably help you find it.
Okay, yeah. So we have this description of this area that we're looking for. We're looking for some kind of
You're
medicinal
gonna hand up
plant,
this card.
and we need a well-watered clearing between tree lines.
So do you hand him the card?
Sure, why not? I've decided to trust him.
So
man.
4-foot tall plant, leaves are long, lance shaped and toothed. Oh yeah, Boneset. Yeah, I mean I drink Boneset tea all the time. It's really good. I mean it tastes bitter, but like it's really good for inflammation. Yeah, I actually go ahead and do a roll. Oh, you're gonna want to do
Who?
a persuasion roll, Shane. You're the one who handed in the card.
Oh, okay. Wait, do I have persuasion? Yes, I have +4 to persuasion. Okay. So roll a 20.
Yep.
A 13 again. Plus 4
Plus
is 17.
Okay. Yeah, he knows where some Boneset is. He saw some last time he was out here. He hikes through here all the time.
Oh,
So-
perfect.
Yeah, you guys are gonna head out to the Boneset together. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. So you walk down the stairs away from the platform, and you walk through some cobbled streets. You can see this is definitely like a quaint town. It's not a lot of traffic on the road or anything, and there's a lot more flowers and yards than there was in the city proper. See, this is like the rich suburbs.
Can I look around?
Yes. Give me 1 second. So what part are you looking at?
I'm around.
Okay, you're literally outside the train station. Across the street is
Well,
a
you
house.
said that there. I guess I look at the house.
It's okay. It's a cream-colored brick in the middle and some red bricks on the edges of the building give it a lovely aesthetic.
Okay. I'm just thinking maybe somebody
know.
dropped some of their tiny theater binoculars.
Yeah.
Trailhead.
Is the-
So you can see that about
I'm trying to figure out where in the woods I'll find a magic whetstone. But yeah, let's keep going.
Did you say there were shops there?
yeah, you guys are like you're still in the city. So you can see a trailhead because this is the suburbs and there's a lot of like hiking trails that you can find access to. And you can see that he's leading you to a trailhead and he says, yeah, it's about a 2-hour walk from here to the region that has a big meadow of Boneset in between trees. So we're going to go on this trailhead. And so you're walking with Barry, the half-orc hiker.
So I suspect that there's not going to be much in the city because Erica already said we're not going to have to steal it, and there is unlikely to be good stuff laying around in the city. So these things are supposed to be found and not purchased, I think.
Yep.
So I think our best bet is to go ahead towards this trailhead, and we're probably going to find these items. Like there's going to be things along this trail, and that's where we're probably going to find this stuff.
Okay.
All right, so you are on the trail and you look around and you see 14 different, I just wanted to roll the dice, 14 different varieties of trees. There's like pine trees, there's deciduous trees. You've got crunching under your feet are the sticks of those trees. As this is like this isn't like a city path. This is like a from the suburbs to the wilds path. And you can definitely tell like there's not like mountain lions or anything, but there's trees on all sides of you and you feel immersed in the forest. The light gets darker.
There might not be mountain lions, but there's definitely like bobcats is what we're talking
Yeah.
about. Okay.
Are there also little animals, small?
Yeah,
small
you hear
animals?
birds, you see a
Bobcats are
squirrel.
small.
There's a
Hey.
squirrel like yelling at you from up in a tree. It's all mad.
Of course, you're small too.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, and it's been about 15 minutes and you're walking further and further down the trail and you can hear a stream somewhere in the distance and there's shrubs off to the side and
I want to look around to see if I see a clearing anywhere.
I also want our friendly animal speaker to see if she can make friends with any of the local animals who might be able to tell us something.
So I can communicate simple ideas with the animals. So what is it that you want me to inquire about?
Is there anything shiny in the area?
Okay.
Shane, you're looking for arrows.
I know I'm looking for arrows. They're shiny.
But
Not
also
really.
gold is shiny too.
Gold is
Okay.
shiny as well. And the
All right,
whetstone
yeah.
could be shiny. It's oiled.
Yeah, you
The flask could be shiny.
Okay,
Is that what
Yes,
I'm
the glass
looking for?
vial. All of our
Glass?
things are shiny, right?
Wicket, how do you talk to animals?
Does she need to imitate animal sounds?
It just says it was maybe it's part of the gnomish. I don't know. It just can communicate simple ideas with small animals.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's that squirrel yelling at you in the tree, and he's like, "You people are in my tree space!" Ah, rah, rah, rah. He's looking like he's shaking the branch, trying to get some nuts and sticks to fall on you. Squirrels are good.
Can I so I can like befriend them. So can I like communicate that we
Be in character. What do you say to the squirrel? It's literally shaking with its tiny squirrel body and its little hands. It's shaking the tree branch.
um
Angry.
Can we hand it an acorn first?
yeah.
make it
Okay,
happy.
yeah,
Few
can
feet
I
in the
like
air.
okay. I'm going to offer him an acorn. I mean, I'm only I think like 3 feet tall, 3 feet 5 inches tall. So
So there's a 47-foot difference. Squirrel can't even tell. Squirrel's not got great eyesight. Squirrel's just shaking the tree.
but I can
Why don't you say
communicate
something to the squirrel
to
in
the
character?
squirrel. Here's a little peace offering, little guy. We don't mean you any harm.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20 and add your persuasion.
My persuasion. Oh, this is awful. I got a 1 and my persuasion is 0. So I have a 1.
As you look up, a nut from the branch that the squirrel is tinily shaking, the little squirrel body falls down onto your head.
Wait, did you say the squirrel body or a nut?
No, the squirrel is with its little squirrel body shaking this tree branch as hard as it
Oh.
can, and its efforts shake loose a nut that falls on your face.
Okay, wait.
you
Before you try to talk to him, I have a high persuasion. Can I pick up that nut and re-offer it to the squirrel and maybe make him happy before you talk to
Shane,
him?
here's how D&D works. So she did it already, and that already happened.
So I can't do it too?
Well, you can't talk to squirrels, and she
But
can't.
he just wants
talk
to
again.
give,
Yeah, I'm not going to
give
talk
the
to it. I just
squirrel
want to
the
give it the
nut.
nut.
And then she'll
It's
talk
50
to
feet
him.
in the air.
I
Who's
know, but
rolling
I'm
at
a
it?
wood elf. I am great in the forest. I can climb that tree and just pop it right down next to it.
Oh yeah. So would that be? I also have animal handling and nature. I don't know which one.
You rolled a
Any of
1.
them.
The squirrel is not your friend.
Okay,
Keep going.
well, we look around. She can look around for another animal as
Is
she
there an
walks
animal
further
that's
down the
facing
path.
bushes?
Wait, what?
Investigate the bushes.
Check in the bush.
Checking
Yeah.
the bushes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I look
go for
around
it,
to see if
go for
there are any other animals, any other small animals that
Oh
are close
know,
look,
to
the
the ground.
bush
Animal?
just shook. I think there's an animal inside. Why don't you go and check?
I
Specifically,
check out
what are you
the
checking
bushes.
for in the bush?
Anything. I guess an animal, any objects.
Or an item, yes.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
I
going to
just
investigate the bush.
To look
and a
for.
bunny hops out, and it's a really cute, docile bunny.
Okay.
Jackie,
can
you are
I-
not the DM.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Well, I saw a bunny. It's there.
hmm
Okay, so I
to
rolled
stay
a
out of the
9.
herbs.
I have a +4, so that's a 13.
All right. You see something shiny at the base of that tree, and you can tell that since you're really close to the town that like a lot of people hike here. A lot of hikers with like, for example, binoculars, and,
Can I-
It looks like there's a little something shiny that's encrusted in dirt.
Can I dig that out? I
Yeah.
dig it out. All right.
All right, you have uncovered tiny theater binoculars. Go ahead and write that down in your equipment list. They are a +1 to future investigation checks for things that are far away.
Hey, would I be able to see the items that other people, like if I were to
No.
like look? Okay.
Yeah, only
So-
you guys can see your own item.
We can talk about it though, right?
Yeah,
Like, what are you looking
can
for?
Share with us.
Well, I was like, if I were to have also spotted like some of your items, would I have been able to been like, oh, go look over there?
Oh, that's a good question. Erica, she can't find our hidden items?
Nope.
Oh, I did not know this. I was going to have her do all the investigations
Yeah, that'd be
give
the
us
thing.
our stuff. Okay, can I also investigate the area for dropped items near this town?
Well, since you're looking for arrows, which one could make from sticks? They wouldn't necessarily need to be close to the town. Else it's not going to be the same shrub, Shane.
I don't know. I could be lucky.
Okay, go ahead, roll that die. You get 20, you get it. Roll the die.
7.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right, so you're still walking down the path. Oh, goodness. You walk past the angry squirrel who,
Chitters
is very
madly.
angry still. All right, and then you're walking down the path. You're walking down the path. About an hour has passed. The guy said that it would be 2 hours to this clearing, and you're making conversation with him.
Absolutely.
What do you say?
So what do you do for a living?
I'm an artificer.
I don't know what that is. Can you educate me a bit?
Oh yeah. I go out in the woods and I get supplies, and if I find any like cool stones when we're hiking, stuff like that. And then I take them back to my shop and I do some magic, and then I am able to make some really cool magical weapons.
You know, I hear that there are some like sort of guided arrows around this area. Is that the kind of thing that you can make?
Go ahead and do a history check.
History check.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, my history, I'm guessing, is not good. It's +0. So roll. I got a 9.
Better than my history, it's -1.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know that arrows typically are made out of pine or cedar wood or maybe birch. So, I mean, if I see those, I can make arrows out of them, yeah.
Interesting. Do you think you might, if we find sticks like those, do you think maybe at some point while we, go through this walk, you could teach me how to do this? I have a little bit of magic myself,
Do you have a knife?
I do.
Yeah, you could probably carve some arrows on your walk.
Okay. I have high charisma and
Go ahead
persuasion, so
and
he wants to help me.
He's going to point out the pine, cedar, and birch trees along the way, and go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check. It's for how dexterous you are.
Oh, okay. Which dice?
A d20.
D20. Roll. Also a 9.
Yeah, you cut your hand.
Ooh, crap.
Yeah. Hey, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can
Can
anyone?
I heal? Can I bandage his hand?
Well, so you guys are gonna stop and take a short rest because Shane's bleeding, or Amethyst is bleeding. So Mocha,
I have medicine. Can I?
Yeah, Mocha, can you take a look at this for me?
well, you
Oh,
can do what's called a short rest. So go ahead and look at your
Oh.
character sheet where it says short rest, and during that short rest, Mocha, you can show him how to bandage himself, and Shane, you can roll your own hit dice.
Hit dice?
Yeah, do you see the thing where it says box and it says hit dice? It says
I'm looking
1d6
for
per
it.
level.
Hit dice, yes. 1d6 per level.
So, Mocha's going to show Amethyst how to roll that dice, and then since you're helping him, it's going to be an assisted roll, so you get a +1.
All right, I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you have recovered 4 hit points, so your tiny little cut out of your 7 hit points total is very healed. You feel great.
Okay.
She also
Okay, good.
massaged your leg, I guess. You feel awesome now.
Whoa! That kind of friends.
If you want, you can take 2 temporary hit points that last for the next 15 minutes.
Sure.
Your legs are awesome.
I feel great. But I still don't have arrows. I don't.
No, you probably shouldn't put your dagger into your fingers, though.
Can I have somebody with more dexterity
You can try
use my
again
dagger?
in an hour.
All right, fine. Fine.
You can pick up pine and birch.
Yes, I would like to
yeah.
pick up pine and
You-
birch as we go, so I have a nice little supply.
You're going to collect about 11 of them.
Okay.
All right, that's what you're up to. Okay, so after that short rest, as everyone has had some water, right?
Yeah.
Drink some water. Your legs. You didn't realize how fat you were hiking along these hills in the woods, but now you can feel it in your muscles.
Before we go, we stopped in a nice little clearing. One of the things we're looking for is a paramecia fruit. Can I just scan the trees around me and see if there's something that looks like a paramecia fruit here?
Yes, you can. Also, the way that the stat up item works is it's a free for all, so the first person to find it gets it. Go ahead and do a investigation check or a perception check. Is that one of these? No, it's not. Yeah, perception check. There we go.
Perception. So, I have a +5 to that. Which die?
D20. Unless you're fighting, you're just going to use the D20.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so I got a 15.
Oh, shit, guys.
Oh.
Plus my 5, which means I got 20.
Okay. You got a non-natural 20. So, you see... Damn. Yeah, you got a non-natural 20.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
So, you see this, like, pile of... Where am I? Okay. You see that there's, like, a ring of trees around the clearing, and then there's, like, a ring of trees behind that, and one of the tree, like, types has these weird yellow and pink flowers on it. Looks weird.
Can I consult the herbology book?
I currently have the herbology book.
Well, this tree has lots of fruit, so we could
Okay.
theoretically all get one, right?
No,
No.
there's just one.
I
Also-
also... Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that one of my characteristics is if I have to choose between money and friends, I choose money. So you're gonna have to like charm me to.
This fruit is not worth anything, and honestly, it's a +2 charisma, correct?
+1
Oh,
con.
constitution. Okay, constitution. Okay.
None of your
Well,
numbers are going
still.
to change. It's +1 con. Like,
None of my
It's not-
numbers would change from this?
no, it changes the big number. So for you, that's 14, so it would go up to 15.
Which
Okay,
doesn't
so
give
for you
additional.
it would change. It would make your modifier from +1 to +2. But
Oh,
for example, for like Wicket, it would go from 13 to 14, which would stay +1. So
so it does nothing for you. So you have no desire to take this from me.
you guys in
Can I
character
sell
cannot
it?
discuss this because you don't know what's going on. Okay, so
Wait, how?
because your character doesn't know about con scores. Shane, talk in character.
Oh, would you mind if I borrowed that book that we picked up?
What do you need it for?
There's a weird looking tree over there. I just kind of want to know what it is.
Okay.
Thank you. I read the book and see if I can find a tree similar to that.
Natural 20. Yeah, you can tell it's a paramecium tree, and
Okay.
if it has any fruit on it, which is kind of unlikely because it's still in flower, but if like an early fruit happens, you can see that fruit makes people have weird physical properties, like the gummy arms or smooth skin, or you can cut their limbs off and they can move around independently. You guys should
Okay,
watch
so
One Piece.
these sound cool.
They're devil fruit.
I inspect the paramecium tree to look for fruit, including looking at the base to see if there's any fallen fruit, anything like that.
Yep. You find a single fruit that's kind of above eye level. It looks like it flowered earlier than all the others, and that's why it's a fruit now.
I pluck and eat it.
All right. You can write down that you have a +1 from, so if you want to write down somewhere, permanent +1 from paramecium fruit.
All right.
To your constitution, which goes from 14 to 15, and your modifier goes +2. And while Shane is figuring out all of that, you guys are done with your rest. You're a little concerned that Shane is eating fruit from trees, or that Amos, the dude who's not spent a lot of time in the woods.
I'm a wood elf.
He did just check the herbalism books, so
Okay, he's probably fine.
He wants the gummy arms.
yeah.
Gotta get
Yeah.
those gains.
Okay, so yep. All right, that happened. So now you're walking again, right? You start walking again, and your feet are passing over like a stony ground, and there's a dry creek bed that you're using as the path now. And Barry's talking to you about how creek beds are great places to find like runoff gems and stuff like that. Like if there were crystals up a mountain and a stream washes them downstream, you can find crystals in old. He's just talking artificer stuff, and you're just so bored.
Interesting.
I look around.
No, I'm not bored.
For some washed out gems and things.
Yeah, you don't know what he's talking about. This guy's just crazy about rocks. He's going on about stuff.
Well, we're
You're
looking for a
glad for the tour
whetstone
guide.
as well.
So
Jeremy, we can't hear. Or
No.
can anybody else hear Jeremy? Okay, there you go. You were muted. Jeremy's
Sorry.
looking for a whetstone, so I think maybe Jeremy should look around.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So what should I roll?
a d20. But maybe you should talk to this dude.
Is
Barry?
well, yeah, okay. So what's his name again?
Barry?
Very.
Barry. Barry, do you know where I could find any whetstones for my battle axe?
Oh, what is a whetstone?
So it helps sharpen the weapon.
Oh, yeah, I do that in my shop with like a really fancy tool. Yeah, you want like a whetstone?
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably like make you one, but I use this thing called a magical knife grinder in my shop, so I don't really deal with
That's
whetstones
back
very
in your
much.
shop. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Magic.
Anytime your axe gets dull, I sharpen it again, then I sharpen it again, then sharpen it. It's like, an every month thing.
So you don't have
Depends how
anything
many.
you can carry around with you?
No, why would you carry stone hiking? That's silly.
Oh, it's just a little whetstone. Yeah.
The artificer's not gonna know because
Okay, the artificer does not know this.
he has legit tools. You're just finding like an ancient whetstone that.
Keep in mind, a whetstone traditionally is any smooth, flat rock, so you can just find one of these in this riverbed. You don't need to know much.
No.
Which
The
I
thing
happen
is
to know
that
just
you
because.
wanna detect the
well,
magic of it.
True.
Mm.
So.
But
Ka. Shh. Okay. So, one could say that if you were a very strong person, you could crush any normal stone between your hand. But a magical item, you probably wouldn't. I don't know anything about this magic stuff, but I do know I'm strong, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and crush a few stones between your hands and see if there's one that you like a lot.
Sure. Pick up some stones and see if I can crush them. What do I roll? Just strength check?
Yeah.
All right. +3 modifier. I got an 18.
+3?
You're rolling it? Yeah.
So that's a 21.
No, I got an 18 with the +3.
Oh yeah, man, that stone is dust. That was not a magical stone. Yeah, keep going. So time is passing, and as you're walking along the stream bed, keep rolling.
All right. 15. That's with the modifier.
Yeah, you're like crushing these stones. You're definitely weeding out the non-magical
so
stones.
strong.
You guys are a little concerned that Kai is just like for fun
Crushing
crushing
stones.
Is this how you
We're
get
used
so
to it.
strong?
Yeah, I know. This is just how I pass the time. Okay, I rolled again. I got 18.
Dang. Okay, yeah, you are like. So you go to crush the stone, and it like does not crush. You're like trying again. Go ahead, try again. This stone's not obeying.
Wow, I got 17. I'm rolling high here.
Yeah. So you like this one. You're gonna carry it with you.
Okay,
You're gonna keep crushing it.
keep crushing it from time to
'Cause
time.
that's
I'll
your-
remember that.
That's your intention, right? You're just like, this is a good
What
thing
does
to
it look
sweep.
like? Does it have a particular color? Is it
It is a super light gray color,
okay?
and it has these little dark flecks in it.
Okay.
keep in
All right.
mind, our
You can
DM
tell
is
that
actually
if
very
you-
knowledgeable about geology, so this is
Who is?
probably a hint of some kind.
Who is?
Keep in mind that our dungeon master is actually very knowledgeable about geology, so this is
Ah.
probably a hint of some kind.
Well,
Oh.
God doesn't know our dungeon master, so I won't be able to guess. Yes. All right, light gray with dark flecks. Got it. I'm gonna hold on to. Oh man, I don't know if I want to run it along my battle axe yet, just to see what happens.
Let's
I'm
just say that you like this stone and you put it in your pack.
Okay, I'll put it in my
Okay.
pack.
You keep
Can I
crushing
strike
other
up a
stones,
conversation with Barry?
Hmm?
Can I strike up a conversation with Barry?
Sure. You guys are almost there though. So he's like, you are almost here. And actually, you guys had a good time like on this path, right? You know how to get back because I don't actually want Boneset myself. I have plenty of Boneset tea at my house, so
Oh.
Yeah,
I
it
can like
seems
drop you guys
pretty-
off there, but I don't want to stay.
I was gonna see if he could help me find a crystal in this riverbed. Because
Oh,
those
yeah,
are
no, I'm
useful
gonna
for
use those in my
channeling
shop.
magic. Oh, okay.
That's why I took this path, you guys. I'm
Oh,
very
well, I hope you found
artificer.
something good.
Telling us to go down another path and we'll get there.
No, I'm gonna drop you guys off in the field with the bone set, and then I'm gonna keep looking for awesome. I'm an artificer. I'm gonna go,
Can
I'm gonna
I
leave you
can
guys
I look
there.
around for any gems in this waterbed?
Oh, it's a dry stream, so it
Sure.
just looks like dust. And you're so go ahead and make a roll for
Don't
Survival.
bother. I got a 1 for
yeah,
what?
survival.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't really
that's
tell which rocks are which.
yeah, that's
You're
a
just
2.
glad none of these are poisonous, because unlike plants, you really can't tell.
Oh, hey, can I get my herbalism book back from you, dude?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
All right, so you have reached the meadow. It's like 2 lines of trees, and then you guys could probably hold hands across this distance from the one tree to the other
Okay.
in the beginning of it, but then it opens out like so that even if you stretched all the way across, you could not hold hands across. It's almost like V-shaped, and you can see a whole bunch of trees like off in the distance, but between you and them is a region of really tall grass that's up to your waist of just
Wait,
huge.
so I'm
So-
3'5". Is
Yeah,
the grass
whose
taller
waist?
than me?
The grass
I'm-
is taller than Wicket.
I'm 6'7".
The
Okay.
grass is not taller than Ka.
So we're
See-
looking for 4-foot grass, right? So I look around to see if I can see the Boneset.
Okay, use your hiking, or I'm sorry, your nature with the book.
Yeah. Okay. So I rolled an 11. I have +4 with the book, and then +2, so that's 6, 17.
17. Okay, so you're looking at these, and it's really obvious to you based on how fuzzy they are, the way that the leaves feel leathery, and how they almost join in the middle. And it's very weird how from the stem they both come out at the same place, and they're really long. So
Do they
This
have
is-
white flowers?
yeah,
Floppy.
they have white
All right.
multi-stamen flowers. This is obviously a whole field of Boneset.
All right, guys. I
Like
think
it-
this is it.
All right, so how do we?
So
we leave-
Barry's gonna
we-
say something. Hey guys, this is the field of Boneset. I was glad to take you hiking today. You should join my hiking club. We're the Nikamoi hikers, and we actually go out in groups sometimes. And it's really nice if you ever want to, like, get some artificing stones, and very good for your heart health,
That
cardio.
sounds great.
Yeah.
And you know how to get back. I took you along that stream bed so that you
Mhm.
can't miss it. It's a real well-defined path, even though it's a bit out from the city. You can still, it's very
Can't
clear
get
to
lost.
follow. So you guys will be
Thanks,
fine
Barry.
if I leave you here, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Thanks
Yeah,
for your
for your
help, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So let's start harvesting these plants.
Barry
We
was
got to
off.
leave 2 leaf groups on the
Ooh.
stem.
Who has the
Okay,
most dexterity?
We're
Because you don't want to be
actually
like me and
at
cut your
the
hand.
1 hour mark. So we're gonna take a little break,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let everybody go to the bathroom and eat food if you would like, and I'm gonna check the recording and make sure that it recorded. And we will meet back up. It's 11:34. We will start up again at 11:50. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Thanks.
11:50. All right. You made it. You made it to the Boneset Meadow.
Yes, we did.
Yay.
Okay.